Talking some more Tomb Raider here, and I have both Jack and Cleo coming up. Come on, Cleo. Oh boy. So, we're talking more of the Colossal Collection. We're going to talk about 4 issues. The first issue is a one shot comic, and this is issue 45, which is called Inner Demons. The billionaire that wanted the Aborigine artifact is out for Laura's blood, kills her Australian friend, and Laura realizes that she's going to have some big conflict with this guy. He's going to have to go away. So she seeks out a martial arts expert and ends up training with him. And he's not all that he seems. But the big thing of this issue is Laura's starting to deal with her inner demons from early on childhood trauma, which is new, that we hadn't heard of in the series, to the deaths of her parents and fiance, the death of Chase Carver. All this stuff is coming to a head, and it feels like we're at the end of things. I have to say I really liked this issue. There's a twist on it that I wasn't the biggest fan of, but it shows Laura's character of riding the line between good and evil, which is neat. So I have to give it props. I'd give this a solid 4.5 out of 5. It's a very good single issue. The next 3 issues are part of the last big story from this first run of Tomb Raider, which is called The Gathering Storm. This is issues 46 through 48. And in it, Laura gets sidetracked into this quest for a unholy relic, which is which, if put in the wrong hands, is going to end the world. And this crazy guy and his 2 most Top Cow Comics women minions capture it. They blame Laura for the death of an archivist that has links to the Vatican, and the Vatican go after her. Now, this isn't the first time that we've had the Vatican kind of be the antagonist. They've never been a direct antagonist, but they've been at odds with Laura before. We saw that with that weird werewolf story thing several issues ago. But I like that the Vatican is so top cow, it's not even funny. We also get a cameo from our Witchblade holder herself, whose name is escaping me right now. But it's fun. It's a fun little 3-part digression. Very good story. But I kind of wish it had tied more into the ongoing plot. They do reference all the previous James Bonney stories up until this point, which are fun little nods. So yeah, I liked it. I liked The Gathering Storm. It was a nice, fun arc. Very curious about the next couple issues, because after this, in the original run, we have the last 2 issues are going to be one-shots, as well as there's an issue 0 and a Wizard half issue, which I think are all considered technically part of the first volume as opposed to the second volume. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'll have to do some research. But we're getting to the end of this first volume, and don't worry, we'll be tackling volume 2 very soon. For The Gathering Storm, good 4 out of 5, worth your time. I've been really liking these Tomb Raider comics. The Bonnie stuff took its time to get good. He had trouble early on with his footing with things, but he gets a good hold. He has a good hold now, and it's worth your time to check out. Especially with we're getting a new Dark Horse Tomb Raider comic that'll be collected in August. I'm very excited for that. It's cool. It's cool we're getting Tomb Raider love again. I know that Tomb Raider's kind of a messy IP, but it's nice that with the new show that seems to be getting off the ground again, I'm very curious about it. But as always, I'm more curious to see the reprints of things, and I'm glad these colossal collections are coming out. This is, of course, all this is collected in the second colossal collection. But if you were like me and didn't know that was coming out, and you track down these archives, you can find it in the Archives Volume 3, which ends with issue 50. So we're almost done with this one. Very excited. And these are both Dark Horse. Personally, I'd go for the, if you aren't, and I haven't talked about this, if you haven't, like, you're new to Tomb Raider and you're like, oh, I need to check in these archive editions because they're smaller and better. Don't. Go for the Colossal. Go for the Colossal, even especially the digital Colossal collection, very good. Very worth your time to check out because the archives never got digitized because they came out at a time when Dark Horse had its own proprietary comics app, which was just not very good. Because Dark Horse thought they could do it themselves, as per usual, and it just didn't work out for them. But these, you can get the digital version on Kindle. It's very well done, anytime they put like a new edition on Kindle, the guided view works really well, and the art is scanned very well. It's worth your time to check out. So anyway, have a nice day.